In a given month, I do a shoe review or two, but this month, Showers Pass and I have teamed up to review their jackets and other accessories that I use on the regular for my running sessions. It's time to run in Showers Pass gear. Hi, I'm Joel, and I do mostly shoe reviews here on YouTube. However, I go a little rogue sometimes to review products I'm really passionate about. This review is going to cover products by the brand Showers Pass. I've been using Showers Pass products for several years now. Between their jackets and outerwear accessories, they've really been my go-to and gold standard for running and cycling gear for three-season weather, namely fall, winter, and spring. So this is a review of Showers Pass gear. So let's dive into what we'll be covering. The Showers Pass Cloudburst Jacket, the long sleeve Apex Merino Tech Tee, their track pants, the Crosspoint ultra lightweight waterproof socks, the Navigator running cap, the knit waterproof gloves. Now, as far as what I do most often between cycling or running, we have to rewind back to 2008. I'd just been asked by my friend if I'd like to join her for a training session in 2009's Pacific Crest Triathlon in Sun River. This is where I got my love for cycling and running. Swimming's great, but it's also been my weakest leg of the tri. Anyway, after completing the tri, I couldn't stop. I lived in Portland between 2005 and 2016, and after my tri in 2009, I spent most of the week cycling to and from work or with friends after work along the Springwater corridor or downtown between Selwood and St. John's. I did spend a significant amount of time running during the time as well, depending on where I lived at the time, but most of the time I consider myself a cyclist. In contrast to here in Spokane, it's switched. Mostly due to the layout of the city, I found running more conducive to the infrastructure as well as my schedule, and I no longer commute to and from work after having gone remote post-COVID. So at this juncture, I definitely consider myself more of a runner these days. My love for cycling is still very present. I still cross-train with it quite a bit, but I have more running races on the calendar than cycling these days. So that's a little bit of my background regarding what we're going to cover today. Let's go ahead and cover those disclosures. I didn't pay for any of these products. Instead, Showers Pass sent me these products for the purpose of review, and no one gets to preview, edit, or provide feedback prior to me posting this video here. And no one's paying me to review this gear or make a video. And lastly, these observations and opinions are my own. So let's start with the first item on the list, the Cloudburst Jacket. So I tested this jacket in a variety of conditions, be it above and below freezing temps, some in dry conditions, and others in rainy and snowy conditions.
So unlike a cycling jersey, this is not an open pocket in the back. You have to actually use a zipper, which I think is really good, really helpful, especially as you're jumping up and down. You don't want things to slip out. When you're on a bike, you're generally not moving up and down. So this is kind of nice to have that zipper. Plus it's reflective, so as you're going on your actual run, if you're in the dark, it's a really great way to be visible to the cars that are coming from behind you. This also has a strip down here that's reflective, as well as some other spots like the Showers Pass logo right here. Great reflective details on the jacket that really lets you be seen when you're actually running at night. This is a really good example of being able to use a jacket that's helpful in the snow, helpful in the rain, and you get all the benefits of the warmth and the reflections and the high visibility orange, of course, as well as that rain protection. So, all right, let's keep going.
Now, paired with a long sleeve base layer such as the Showers Pass Apex Merino Tech Tee, it really helps to regulate body temperature and wick away sweat. So these zippered areas right here are really nice large pocketed areas, but actually what they really are is they're actually vented. All right, so these zippered areas are especially helpful during long runs. If you start to warm up, the vents really help to regulate body temperature, so you're not forced to remove your jacket if you get too warm. They also double as an extra large pocket, so you can stash headphones, gloves, gels, things like that. But one of the best features about this jacket is the rear pocket. It's this section over here. It's actually reflective as well, similar to those you find on a cycling jersey or jacket. Instead of an open pocket, it's zippered. You can stash flexible water flasks, gels, gloves, headphones, and even has a loop back here. You pull that out for your keys. So if you have a carabiner or some kind of fastener, you can secure them to the loop there. Really great jacket. And reflective overlays up top here. And a nice reflective Showers Pass logo right there. So the main takeaway is this jacket is awesome in the rain and snowy conditions and on those especially colder days. The fabric helps to repel rain to keep you dry in the elements. And speaking of elements, I got their Elements jacket a few years back for cycling. I love that jacket, but I'll have to save that for a different review. Not necessarily a running jacket per se. So like I said, for base layer, I really recommend the Apex Merino Tech Tee. It's breathable enough to wear during changing seasons and will keep you warm when worn under the Showers Pass jacket. It's great to wick away sweat. The materials are super comfortable and super soft and don't make you feel like you're getting the life squeezed out of you, especially around the neck in particular, if you have a neck like mine, or in the belly areas. These are very forgiving materials overall. It's a really great color as well too. This is the fatigue green. All right. So next, let's move on to pants. The training pant I recommend is the Showers Pass track pant. This is the first time I've actually been able to run in them, and I can't say enough about how amazing these are. Inside is a super soft, super comfortable fleece liner, while the outside is made up of polyester, giving you a water-repelling advantage on rainy and snowy days. There is a high abrasion section around the ankles, really kind of cool here, to prevent rapid or excessive wear. So each leg has a pretty lengthy zipper from hem to high cap. So if you have to have, or if you especially wear bulky training shoes or track spikes, these give you more than enough space to shed or put the pant back on. And pocketed contents can be secured by the zippers right here. This whole seam right here is actually reflective. These have highly reflective tabs and overlays to keep you visible on any runs in the dark, giving you nearly 360 degrees of visibility. These aren't just great for workout sessions, they're actually really comfortable to wear casually around town as well. The waist is very forgiving and can be cinched down with the built-in ties right here. The materials make it a warmer pant, not necessarily something I would wear for longer sessions and temperatures above 40 degrees Fahrenheit. In my opinion, the name itself defines it correctly as a track pant. So the main takeaway for this is it's great for warm-up drills, great for sub-freezing temps, great for easy runs or keeping you warm on those especially cooler track evenings. Especially when it's windy out and while you're waiting for your next track event or heat. All right, so let's move on to socks. As a runner and a cyclist, I like to use the Showers Pass Cross Point ultralight waterproof sock to keep my feet dry. This color is neon gray and it's in size large/extra large. As seen here. And before I forget, I typically wear a US men's size 12 to give you a context of how these fit. They're snug, but not too tight. I will say, however, if I was a men's size 13, these might be just a little smaller than I'd prefer. So just keep that in mind when picking a size. This is a lighter weight, mid-height sock with more fun colors than ones I've used in the past. And the main purpose for them is that they're waterproof. Between the outer and inner sock layer, there's a liner inside to keep your feet dry. I use these for sessions when it's really muddy, when there's melting snow, when there's potential that there's going to be puddles I'm going to be jumping into with my shoes. When I'm not wearing a Gore-Tex shoe specifically, these are really great to keep your feet dry. So the main takeaway is this is a must on trails when puddles and muddy conditions are present. In my uses, it's basically a 3-season sock, fall, winter, and spring. But even if you like to take a pair of shoes and run portions along the coastline in summer months, they work really well for that too. This is literally one of the best waterproof socks I've used on the market. And as a personal note, I will say I don't recommend cleaning these through the washing machine, especially the dryer. I found it's best to clean these socks by hand, just by rinsing them off and using a very mild detergent, but definitely not using the dryer, unless you're using it on the no heat setting. And just as a pro tip, to ensure your socks are still waterproof, you can run them under a faucet, filling them about a quarter of the way up. If they drip at all, just know the membrane inside could have been compromised. If so, reach out to customer service at Showers Pass. Their customer service has been super helpful. So let's cover the hat I use. This is the Navigator cap, and it's by far my favorite of a few of their hats I've been using from Showers Pass.
So I'll have to do a shot maybe when I'm running at night with this hat, but this is a reflective hat. The streets that are visible here are actually famous city streets, popular city streets. I don't know which ones specifically, but that's what they're kind of inspired by. And they're reflective, which is really great, especially at night when you're running. You want to be visible. Showers Pass has a lot of good visibility outerwear that you can use during your runs at night to keep you seen, but you're not having to wonder, did that car that just pulled up behind me, it's going a million miles an hour, see me? It definitely did. Because you got all this stuff, this gear on. Let's keep going.
It looks awesome with this matte black base color, while the lines shown here are said to have been inspired by the popular city streets around the world. It's a standout feature because they're actually also reflective overlays. It hugs my head just right, and it's versatile with its adjustable straps in the back. It's the best thing to wear when you're keeping the sun out of your eyes and face and keeping you visible during those low light runs. The only thing I wish this hat had was a slightly more absorbent band around the brim, around this section here. That's kind of more of a personal preference. I sweat quite a bit, and although the breathability of the hat is dialed in, I feel like in many cases I still need just a little bit more material to catch some of the excess coming off my forehead. The main takeaway though is it's a super cool looking hat. It's practical in a variety of contexts. So let's cover the gloves I use on inclement weather days. For me, this is a no-brainer. I've covered these in a review a few months back, especially in climates during fall, winter, and spring. The Showers Pass waterproof knit glove is an easy choice. These sturdy gloves provide protection in more inclement and wet weather, keeping my hands dry throughout my entire run or bike ride. Although these come in different colors, the orange colorway helps to keep you more visible. These provide great grip on the handlebars, gear shifters, or dexterity to operate a physical button like on your GoPro. The fact that you cannot use these with any touchscreens, technically speaking, isn't taking anything away from these gloves. Even the gloves with touchscreen capabilities don't work half the time anyway, so I end up having to take one of the gloves off. And in my opinion, don't pick a glove for that reason. Pick it for the warmth or waterproof features, or both in this context. Features that this glove provides in spades. There are a lot of good grip pads on the palms of the glove, so I'm able to extend and retract my selfie stick. And let's go ahead and cover that main takeaway. This is an awesome choice for climates where it rains a lot. I used these as my primary glove last year when I was doing my marathon training block in those really cold winter sessions.
Got my buff on here. It's pretty good coverage, especially as you're recovering from having a cold like I am. It's really important to keep a layer over your face so you're not putting more pressure on your lungs than necessary.
So that wraps up my review of the Showers Pass running gear. I want to thank Showers Pass for sending me these products for the purpose of testing. If you want to check out these or other products by Showers Pass, go to showerspass.com to check out these products and more. And as always, I leave links in the description box below for quick access to the products shown in the video. Hope you guys have a great one, and if anyone asks you what your favorite running YouTube channel is, just tell them it's time to run. In the conditions when the weather's changing from spring to winter, that never happens. And to keep you visible during those low light runs. During my colder climate fall and winter spreezins, and those are words that don't exist.